Hello friends, this is Gangadhar and you are watching Testing Shala YouTube channel. In this video, I will be discussing the complete hierarchy of a software tester. Let's say the tester joins today at zero experience. With no experience, when person joins into the software testing area, then next 30 years from no experience to 30 years of experience, what are the various different roles you will be playing in software industry? If you are curious to know what are those different roles you would be performing in next 30 years. So let us understand which are those different roles and responsibilities which we are going to take in different parts of our life in the testing fields. So before I provide complete details on complete hierarchy of a software tester. If you guys are not subscribed to Testing Shala YouTube channel, then please click on subscribe and also click on like button so that all our future videos will be in your inbox. This is the overall hierarchy of a software tester. So I provide from 0 to 1 years of experience, what would be your role? 0 to 2 years, what would be your role? Then 1 to 3, what would be your role? Then 2 to 5, 5 to 8, then 8 to 10, and so on. So I'm able to give you a visualization up to 30 years. If you start testing career today, you can be there in software testing for next 30 years, definitely for sure. As long as you are well competitive enough, you can do a lot of innovative job, lot of good job. Definitely you can sustain easily 20 to 30 years in software testing world. I also given a breakup of the manual testing because software testing majorly has been split into a manual testing, then there will be a certain portion would be on automated testing, then there is also a performance testing roles. There are other roles also there like security testing and UI testing and so on, right? At least on major perspective, the major perspective, these are the three verticals, which is manual testing, automation testing, and performance testing. And same thing is applicable for across any verticals industry, whether you are working in life sciences or you are working in e-commerce, working on IoT technologies, if you are working on big data technologies, or if you are working on AI technologies. At least these are the high level different verticals, which is manual testing, automation testing, and performance testing. You can see it. So let us first observe then what would be the first level of roles as part of the entry level roles in software testing is the first one is the intern engineer role or intern tester role or intern automation tester engineer role or intern performance tester role. This is a role when students, when they are studying in the college, they take up certain projects in the organization where they will be giving a project or an opportunity for 3 to 6 months. This kind of work normally it can go up to 3 to 6 months, or some projects can go up to 1 year as well. So this is the first role in any organization in that perspective. Any organization, if you would like to start a software testing journey, then this is the first role normally most of the people will take in their testing journey. That is, first one is testing intern, whether it could be manual, automation, and performance. This is the first role which you will be taking, which is at the no experience or zero experience for this role. The next role is associate software engineer. ASE would be for manual, automation, and performance testing. This role you would be performing anywhere from 0 to 2 years, because certain people they directly hire from the colleges, directly they got a hire from the colleges through campuses. They'll be joined as an ASC, as well as some people who directly join from outside market to the organization. They will also join as an ASC with no experience in the beginning. They will join in this role and they will be there in the ASC role at least minimum 1 to 2 years in this role. In this role, they will be working morely on test executions. Somebody will write test cases, somebody will do detailed analysis, they write test cases, everything they'll do. At least associate software engineers, they will try to do a more job on executing it. They will do a repetitive task at the ASC level. Certain people who are well versed, they are well experienced, maybe they are touching towards first year end or second year end, they can even they write the test cases in detail. Then the next, the role is software engineer role. Software engineer, it could be software tester or an automation tester or even a performance tester. So everybody we call it as a software engineer here. He is a software engineer, SC. So basically this person is going to do it from 1 year to 3 years. Normally person can stay in this role with 1 year up to 3 years of experience. His job is to work with the developer, understand the requirements, then create a test cases, then execute the test cases, then log the defect, then do analysis, then publish the result to his team lead. That is a major role of a software engineer, software test engineer. In the same perspective, if we are talking about automation, if we are talking about automation engineer is once the manual test cases are ready, when it is got executed once, they get a complete KT from the manual tester for a given test case, then automation tester automating the test cases, then you will be executing as and when it is required. That is a job of automation tester. In the same perspective, when we are talking about performance testing, here software engineer is more into understanding all the requirements, then you will write the test cases for performance testing, then you will execute. That is the overall aspects for a software engineer. Then we will move on to the next role, which is senior software engineer role. It could be for manual, automation and performance. And normally in the senior software engineering role, people can be there from 2 to 5 years of experience. 2 to 5 years of experience, he can perform at the senior level. So basically this person will also do a job of a software engineer. In addition to that, you will be being a senior, you will be doing a peer review of the test cases, you would be reviewing the test cases, you will be coordinating with the automation team, you would be coordinating with the development team, or being a subject matter expert, maybe you will be working with the business analyst or a product owner to gather more information so that we can derive a good number of test cases. That is normally a senior person like senior software engineer, SSE. In the similar passion for automation as well, you would be a point of contact for all the technical issues during automation, and you would be a single point of contact for all the technical issues during automation. You would be the single point of contact to help all SEs, ACs and so on. We will move on to the team lead role. So team lead role means it is a more of a matured role. We can also call it as a test lead in testing area, then automation test lead in automation, then performance test lead in performance testing. Basically, this person is a more of a subject matter expert, and he knows in and out of the complete knowledge on the software testing, complete knowledge on the software testing processes, and he knows how to work with the various stakeholders. He is associate manager or a manager. He would be a single point of contact with the project manager, then development manager or a test manager, or it could be any other developers. And also he would be mentoring, he would be coaching, and you would be having maybe 3 to 5 resources or up to maximum 10 resources can report to team lead, where you would be working closely with all these SSEs, SCs, ACs to get the job done. You will be ensuring that whatever the task has been assigned for everybody, and you will be working closely with everybody to ensure that you will be helping everybody, and at the end of the day he publishes the status report on behalf of all the 10 people or 5 people who are ASC, SC and SSC to the manager or associate. Only team members is of 2 or 3 members, only testers will be there. That means associate manager or even managers are not required for that kind of projects for a testing team. That time what happens, only up to SSE or maximum team lead will be working in that agile projects, and they will be completely working with the scrum master. The test lead does the work of creating a test planning. You will be putting a test strategy, and you will ensure that you will be writing the test closure documents. In a bigger aspect, you will be creating a complete picture of how the testing is going to happen, how we are planning to execute the test, how we are going to create the test cases, and how we are going to publish the test results. Everything you'll put it in the test plan, and you'll get a sign off from the all the stakeholder. That is the role of a test lead. In the similar fashion, there would be a work for automation test lead also. The automation test lead normally what it does, you will do a proof of concept for the tool which you are going to use for automation, then followed by you will be developing a complete automation suite, automation framework, reusable framework, lot of libraries you will be developing as a automation test lead. In the similar fashion for performance as well, in the performance world also will be coming with performance strategies. You will be defining a framework, reusable code, and followed by creating the test cases. That is the role of a given a test lead. It could be a manual test lead, automation test lead, or a performance test lead. Next role would be an associated manager. Certain companies this role may be there or may not be there. They will directly move on to the manager role. So normally person who is having 8 to 10 years of experience, the person is having 8 to 10 years of experience, you will be a kind of a leadership role you would be taking, and you would be ensuring that the quality of the overall testing team is very high, and he drives the complete test matrix of the given project, right? It could be a manual testing, automation testing, or performance testing. Let's say if the project is very big, only you'll be managing only manual testing. For automation testing, there would be a separate associate manager will be there. In the similar way, for performance testing also, there will be a different performance lead will be there. Performance manager will be there. But if it is a very small project, then maybe manual tester, automation tester, performance tester, completely they will report to associate manager. It's again depends on how many number of people are working in that area. Based on that, the associate manager role will be defined, and again a test manager role also will be defined based on the number of people who are reporting to them. Let's say associate manager role is a more of a intermediate role. Normally certain companies after team lead there will be a direct manager role only will be there. People who are having 8 to 10 years of experience can also become a directly they can move into a manager role. So basically one manager will be there under him, and your test lead will be there, then automation test lead will be there, and performance test lead will be there. Basically that manager is going to work complete the testing project. It can have manual testing, automation, and performance testing, or any testing in that matter. Basically he is a test manager to look after every aspects of testing in that project in a given organization. What is the overall role of a manager? So manager role here is you will be directly working with a project manager, product owner, product management team, then other stakeholders. Then you will get a clear idea on what is all about the testing we are going to do, what are the technologies we are going to use in this project, what are the automation tools we are supposed to do. Every details you will be gathering from the all the stakeholders. Based on that, so test manager is going to build the team, and you will groom the team, and you will do the people management, then you will do the appraisals of for all the people, and you will be a mentor for everybody, and you will try to help the people, and you will help the stakeholders as well. You will help the client team if any issues are there. He is a front end person who is going to interact both with the development, both with the business team, and to talk about what is the progress with respect to the testing team. And you will try to highlight all the issues which the testing team is coming up, and whatever the issues is facing, then you will be putting his thought process where we are in terms of development, whether we are good to release the product or an application. everything you will be presenting his status or his point of view in front of all the stakeholders. That is the major role of a test manager. A person who is bringing 10 to 15 years of experience, he would be doing a test manager role. Then the next role would be a program manager or a senior test manager. So normally in the bigger organization, we will have a program manager or a senior test manager will be there. Basically, senior managers, he is not going to handle only one testing project. He will be handling multiple projects. He will be handling multiple projects, and all the multiple projects test managers will be reporting to senior test manager or a project manager or a program manager. Based on the how big is that project, based on that number of people, then the team will be there, and you will be handling multiple projects, and is again single point of contact for any escalations, any issues for any given aspects in those testing projects. Even the senior test manager or a program manager can be around 12 to 18 years of experience. If you are bringing 12 to 18 years of experience, he can be part of a senior manager role, because again in IT industry the rule of thumb, it doesn't go with the number of years of experience. Again, it brings what is the value additions you are bringing to the company, what is the difference you are making to the company, what is the value you are bringing to the company, what value it added to the company, and it resulted lot of profits, lot of benefit to the company. Based on that, they'll promote it. It is not just about number of years of experience, it is also what is the value you are trying to bring in that role. If you are trying to bring more value, more dollar value for a given project in that organization, definitely you will get promoted very often. Very quick time, you can move into the bigger roles. If you are really bringing lot of value addition, lot of good value, if you are bringing in that project, definitely you will get promoted very often. Even you may not go with this whatever I am proposing here, right? Number of years of experience. Certain people, they are very genius and they can move very faster in their career because they try to bring a lot of differential factors in that organization. The next role would be again associate director. Some company this role will be there and may not be there. Basically, an associate director is not just working for a testing, he will also be handling development project or multiple testing projects. It is not just two or three. Maybe you will be handling complete portfolio, maybe 10 testing projects this associate director may be working upon. You will be managing more than 100 to 200 people in that group. So then the last role, then the last role in the testing world, which is a director role. So you will be a test director for a given organization. Maybe you will be handling maybe around 100 to 200, 250, 300. So based on the size of the team or the complexity of the project or what kind of client they are bringing, maybe they're bringing high cost client. So again, it depends on the various opportunities and what is the value addition we need to bring to the client. Being a software tester, once you enter into software testing world, your job doesn't end after 5 years or 10 years. No. If you are very competitive and you are trying to evolve yourself with the new technologies, new things every day, day in, day out, and you are able to change or you are able to adapt based on the situation, based on the testing tools, based on the technologies, if you are able to evolve yourself over the period, definitely you can sustain in the software testing world easily 20 to 30 years very easily. Testing career is a long journey we need to take, and you have a lot of opportunities. Either can be manual testing, automation testing, and performance testing. There are certain situations as you become manager or senior manager, you may be moving to the different roles altogether. Maybe you will be going working on some maintenance project, maybe you're working on some development projects, or you can become an expert in assessing other projects, other testing projects, or maybe you're going to the client side as a subject matter expert in a certain area. Your roles will get changed as you grown up in your career. It is not just managing people, or it is not just managing the project. It is also bringing a lot of value addition to the client. What is the value you are trying to bring to the client? That really matters. at the end of the day, in order to grow your career, at the end of the day, what is the value you are trying to bring to the client? Why client has to pay the money for your role? That really matters. If you're able to answer that question, then definitely you can sustain in this software testing world easily 20 to 30 years. With this, I'm ending this video. If you guys really like this video, then please give a thumbs up to this video. And if you guys got really good information from this video, and if you guys are not subscribed to Testing Shala YouTube channel till now, then please click on subscribe and click on bell icon so that all our future videos will be in your inbox as and when we publish our new videos. Thanks for watching this video. Bye for now. Take care.